Hello everyone. So in this video we'll be seeing about array implementation of circular queue. So what is a circular queue? A circular queue is a linear data structure in which the operations are performed based on first in first out principle, and the last position is connected back to the first position to make a circle. It is also called ring buffer, and circular queue is more efficient than linear queue when it comes to the memory allocation and stuff, reusing of empty space. So now let's see the implementation of circular queue. It will be just like linear queue, but the conditions will be changed a bit. So just like linear queue, we are initializing the front and rear as -1 with the size of 5. And we are checking and in the is full function to check if the circular queue is full or not. The condition is rear plus 1 modulus max is equal to front or not. And to check if the circular queue is empty, front is equal to -1. So if these conditions are true, it will return true. If it is false, it will return false. And in the enqueue, the user will pass the values to be added, and we have two global variables, front and rear, and we are checking if the circular queue is full or not. If it is not full, then we'll be adding the elements into the circular queue. So first we'll be checking if the front is equal to -1. If it is equal, then we'll change that to 0. And the condition for the rear is rear plus 1 modulus max. So Q of rear is equal to item. So in that particular index, the values will be added into the circular queue. So in the DQ is basically removing an element from the queue. So global variables are front and rear, and we are checking if the circular queue is empty or not. Then to the X variable, we are passing the queue of front, the front element, and if the front is equal to rear, we are changing that to front and rear as -1, or else front will be equal to front plus 1 modulus max, and at last the X variable will be returned. And in the display function, we are checking if the queue is empty or not. If it is empty, it will print queue underflow, or else the current will be front, and while true with a while loop, we'll be printing the values of the circular queue. So when will the while loop break? If the current is equal to rear, which is if the front is equal to rear, the circular queue will be stopped. So now let's see the output of this code, how the circular queue works. So at first, we have added 50, 30, 10, and we have tried to dequeue, and then we have added 4 more elements, and then we have dequeued again.
We have tried to enqueue one more element 95, and at the last we tried to display all the elements which are present in the circular queue, and as a result, after enqueuing 3 elements, we try to dequeue. So the dequeued element will be 50, and since we added more element than the maximum size, it is printing queue overflow. And then we have dequeue function. So the next first element is 30. So 30 element is being dequeued, and at last we have display function. So it is printing all the elements which is present in the circular queue. So this is the implementation of circular queue using Python. Thank you so much for watching.